Hello and welcome to yet another video at CarTips. We'll be repairing this dent on the Nissan Rogue here on this fender. So let's jump right into it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to strip the paint off to bare metal because I'll be using a dent puller machine to weld a welding rod to it and pulling the dent out for some metal work. Okay, so now that we have the bare metal, I'm going to attach this ground to the fender, weld this stud right on, and then pull to pull the dent right out. Repeat this step as much times as you want. Just get your panel straight and ready for body filler. Okay, so this is how my straightened panel looks like. I'm going to go ahead and sand this down with a DA sander, 80 grit, and start applying the body filler. So this is how it looks sanded. And you want to sand a little further than your repair area so that when you put the body filler on, you have sanded scuffed areas so that you don't apply the body filler on a panel that's not been sanded. Otherwise it'll either chip or fall off or flake off. So that's kind of a little tip for you guys. Sand a little further out. Okay, so here I want to take a moment to show you the high spots and then the low spot in the middle here. So now you just want to basically sand with a block and make it straight. And this here is how it looks after the first layer is sanded down. And you can obviously still see the high spots, low spots, all the imperfections in the panel, but you know, that's going to be all fixed with the second layer here. Alright, so now it's time to apply the last layer, finishing the body filler. And I went and masked off the fender in this way. There's a body line going here, and then there's a body line going here. So what this does is it allows me to shape these body lines on the fender. So later when the body filler cures and I sand it down, I will unmask this masking tape and swap it over to the other edge. And that will connect the two and it will be a nice, sharp, clean body line. Okay, and so finally here I'm just gonna deburr or smooth the edges here. My sanding block, and this is how they look. Nice and smooth, perfect looking body lines. Now I'll go ahead and mask it up and get it ready for primer. And so here we are. Obviously you want to apply 2 to 3 coats of primer. I applied 3 coats. Okay, so I'm going to paint this fender here. as well as this door. You remember there's a little bit of damage here. And then I'm blending all the way to this side. Just painting 2 panels. And once the primer is cured, I'm grabbing this 220 grit sandpaper, putting it on my DA, and we're going to sand the panels down. And this here is how it looks sanded down. Now I'm going to move on to the wet sanding part. Just wet sand finer 600 grit where the primer is, and 1500 grit where the blending spots are on the door. You see how the sanding spots look kind of matte? That tells you that you did a good job sanding down. You're not supposed to have any gloss with the old clear. And when it's dried, it looks matte. That's what you want. So after drying and masking the vehicle, it's ready to paint. So this is how it looks like after the first coat of paint, and after it dries I'm going to go ahead and tack cloth it. This step is super important to get rid of dust nubs, nibs, whatever you call them, and just foreign contaminants in the air that are gotten into the paint. Are really important, and as well to get rid of overspray that's on the adjacent blending panel, aka that door. Really important to tack cloth your panels after every coat. Alright, so after the final coat, I'm going to tack down the panels, and it's ready for the clear. Okay, so I applied 2 coats of clear to all my paint jobs, and this will be the second coat. Okay, so now that I'm done with the paint job, I'm going to remove this fine line trim tape. This is very important so your clear does not bridge with, the moldings or whatever, this adjacent surface to the panels. You've got to remove it, within 5-10 minutes of the paint job. That's what I do. Okay, and so here's the finished product. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, maybe helped you. This is just the painting process and the body repair process that I go through daily. So yeah, if you guys like the video and you want to see more, let me know in the comments and subscribe to help the channel grow. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.